All right, what we're talking about today is not getting out of control at the line of scrimmage when we're playing cornerback. And we're going to talk a little bit about using your kick slide as opposed to crossing over and opening the gate right now when covering a wide receiver. So what we have here is Terrence Williams is the wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys going up against the San Francisco 49ers. And we're going to talk about, just go through a little step-by-step here and talk about what happened with the cornerback on this play. This was a classic speed release move by the wide receiver, Terrence Williams. As you can see, he gets out right away. No wasted motion at the line of scrimmage. You can see the leverage by the cornerback is clearly inside. He's got an inside shade on the wide receiver. And since Williams knows that he can be effective in this route, getting an outside release, he wastes no time in going there. It's a speed release, so he takes off right now. No shakes at the line. And what you'll notice here from the cornerback is he immediately opens his shoulders, and then there's a crossover run. Watch the inside foot and the inside leg cross over the outside leg. So he's already put himself at a disadvantage mechanically by doing so, instead of just shuffling across and using his kick slide. And by kick slide, I mean, you'll probably see it most often on a basketball court where a defender is trying to keep a player with the basketball from getting to the hoop. He will shuffle and not cross his legs over. He will shuffle, trying to stay in front of the player with the ball and deny him a path to the goal, which is what should have happened here. But immediately the defensive back goes into a crossover run, and that causes him a problem right here. As you could see, he starts, let me get this working here for you. So he immediately goes over into the crossover run. You see the step and then the crossover. So immediately now his shoulders are on a hard turn. And Williams is an experienced receiver. So what you'll see him do here immediately is he sees he's got a crossover, he's got a crossed over cornerback who's also turning his shoulder. So what a lot of wide receivers do, at least the good ones, will attack your blind spot. So immediately you'll see Williams go run behind the defensive back's back, knowing right now he's got no eyes back there. And this is a clear indication of that. Right now, this receiver is looking at the back of this defensive back. That's the worst position for you to be in as a defender. And at any level, whether it's defensive line, linebacker, or cornerback. But crucially, it's very crucial for a defensive back, cornerback, not to be in this position. He cannot see the wide receiver right here. And this was all caused by him crossing over at the line of scrimmage and then getting his shoulders turned. So a good receiver like Williams attacks his blind spot right now, gets him to spin around, do a speed turn. He still has lost sight. And then now he comes back out. Now we've got a cornerback spinning around like a top. So things are really bad right now. And it's all started at the line of scrimmage. Didn't use a kick slide, crossed over right away, opened the shoulders, and then got lost. So now look at the amount of separation between Williams and the defensive back. So now it's going to be a big game of catch-up for the defensive back as William advances down the field. And now this cornerback, not only can he not see the ball coming, he's nowhere close to the wide receiver. So his job now is to try and somehow get back to the wide receiver and be a factor before he can turn and look. And then on top of this, now we've got a good throw. We'll just assume that this was on purpose, to the back shoulder, to where even when he gets there, the defensive back, he's in no position whatsoever to defend this at all. And what you end up with is a nice back shoulder stop and go or sluggo that ends up in a touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys. So let's take a look at this again, running it all the way back. Here we go. We have the speed release. Speed release by the wide receiver. The immediate crossover run by the defensive back. Shoulders open, and then now they're closed, meaning he's turning that front shoulder almost away from the wide receiver, who wisely attacks his blind spot, getting him to spin around. Now he's got the amount of separation he needs, almost about 3 yards of separation right here with the ball already in flight, and that's deadly for the defensive back. And again, a back shoulder throw with him not being close to the wide receiver, a very difficult throw for him to defend. And this is why you want to use that kick slide at the line of scrimmage. Okay, this all started right back here at the beginning. This crossover run killed him right here. Should have been a kick slide. If he slides and slides and slides and slides, I don't think Williams would make this move back inside. All right. I don't think he makes this move back inside. I think he tries to continue with the outside release. And then you get him pinned into the sidelines, and then you just turn and go vertical with the guy, and you don't lose him. This head spin back inside took him too far inside, and now he got lost. It's exactly what happened. He just got lost. And that's the reason why you don't want to open the gate right away at the line of scrimmage. This is why you want to use a kick slide. Keep yourself in position and in control of a wide receiver's release. And that's something that we work on a lot at All Eyes DB Camp. I'll have some drill footage of that coming up on how you can work a kick slide and the keys to your kick slide, and we'll put you in a whole lot better position than we had right here. Thank you very much for listening, and we will have more breakdowns of position and technique here on AllEyesDBCamp.com. Thank you for being a member.